today we've got a special treat for you. We're gonna take an LG dryer that has a front-facing door, not the top. I guess they're all front-facing on most dryers. And we're gonna switch the door around to the other side. Supposedly these are reversible doors, and that doesn't seem like a hard job to do. So I'm gonna attempt it live here on this channel, and we're gonna see if we can do this together, okay? So what we got here is this LG, and it says True Steam Sensor Dryer. Okay, so if you have this one, you can follow along. If yours is different, then I'm sure the inside door aspect switching is going to be the same. So what I noticed first off is that we got a blank screw here and a blank screw here. There's two screws, and it doesn't seem to be holding anything on the inside in here, and I think that those are the screws that are used to hold this hinge on. And because this door is perfectly round, as you can see, I can just turn the door 180 and screw the hinge onto this side, and then I'll take this latch part off, and I bet you underneath this bracket here there's another hole that will allow for this latch to go into, and that seems pretty simple. I don't have to do anything with this on and off button here for the light. So let's take this latch part off first, then let's take off this hinge here and see what we can do. So I'm going to use this large screwdriver. You can't see, is that too big? That's too big for that, and it's too big for that. So not to worry, we have the smaller one here. Let's see if that one fits. Okay, that one fits in there nicely. The important part is when you're working with these Phillips screwdrivers is that you want to make sure it fits in tight, otherwise you strip it. So that works good. So I'm going to unscrew these. Let's see. Okay, that unscrewed nicely. As you can see here. So we don't want to lose these because we don't have extras. So I'm just going to put them on the ground down here. Sorry that it's a little dark down here. I don't have an extra light with me to illuminate the job for you. Let's see. Now, does this just pop off? Yes, it does. There we go. Okay, that came out nice and easy. And you see there's this hole there, but there's no hole on this side for that to go. But because there's this hinge plate is here for the door, you see. So I'm thinking that underneath this is a hole, just like this one over here. So let's take this off now. So we'll go to this side. Now this is glass, so I don't want this to drop on the ground and break. So I'm going to put the camera like so, hands free, so to speak, like this, okay? And you can see what I'm doing. Here I am. So I'm going to hold the door with one hand, and I'm going to loosen off. Now, should I do the bottom screw first or the top screw? Let's see, I think I'll do the bottom screw first. And we will. So these screws are coming out nice and easy, which is good. Okay, I'm going to put that on the ground so I don't lose it. Now I'm going to hold the door up while I unscrew this one.
Would you need some help?
No, I got it. It seems like a one-person job. There you go, but thank you. That was my sister. She was asking if I needed any help. I might need some help when I hold the door, but I'll see. Okay, as I was saying, you see? I was right. So see, this side has a hole underneath the hinge, and that matches this hole over here. So that means I can take this piece. And now I didn't pay attention to which way was which. But I do notice, you see there's a little tiny nipple here sticking out, but there isn't on this top side here. So this little pin has to line up somewhere. And let's see, well, it's got a hole there and a hole there. So I could put it either way. I think it goes this way. You see how this has a curve to it? So I'm going to put the curve so it matches the curve to here. Like I could put it the other way, right? But that doesn't look right. You see? So the curve is not matching. So I'm going to put it this way. And now I'm going to tighten in those screws. So I'm going to grab these. I'm going to grab these little screws down here. It's so dark. Wow. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm going to put them in by hand first, like that. And then I'm going to put this one in by hand, like that. Then I'm going to grab the screwdriver. And we're going to tighten these down. You don't want to over tighten them. It is plastic. But you do want it tight enough that it doesn't move around. So we're just gonna snug these up, okay? So just a little bit, like that. If I can get that in there with one hand, okay, like that. So that's good. Now I still have these two screws here, and those are dummy screws, I guess. So I'm gonna put those dummy screws on this side, back in these two holes, because on this side it already has two screws for me, right? Because I guess they don't want these holes to be open once you change the door around. So these don't have to be tight, these just have to be snug, again, because they're not really holding anything, but you want them tight enough that they don't vibrate loose while the dryer's running, right? So I'll just give them a little bit of a extra bit there. Then we'll come to this side, and you want to push before. See, that's pretty tight. So you have to kind of push and turn at the same time. If you don't push and turn, then you're going to strip the head. So again, push this in, push and turn. Kind of like a snapping effect. And then what I'll do is I'll get my sister to hold the door for me, and then I can put these two screws in comfortably. So we'll take that one out, we'll take that one out, and I'll put the screws down on this side so that when she's standing over here, she's not going to kick the screws. Or maybe I'll put them up here. I'll put them on top of the dryer because I don't want her to kick them out of the way. Okay, let's go get her. Hey, sister. Sister. Hey, sister. Can you help me now?
Sure.
Yeah, since you're doing such a great job of organizing the workshop.
Thank you.
Look at you go. Thanks.
Thank you.
Do you want to help me hold this door?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so what I got here
Okay.
is this door.
All right.
And that was on this side,
Okay.
but now I'm moving it to this side.
Okay.
And I have to turn it 180 degrees, which means this will become the bottom, this one will become the top. Because when it was on this side, oh no, you're right, that was the top, and that was the bottom. So now that side's gonna become the top. So we're gonna lift this up like this. If you hold that, just like that, you see? Yeah. And then you're gonna open it up like that and then put the hinge. See that hole there? Has to line up with that hole, and that hole has to line up with that hole. So I'm gonna put the camera right over here. I'm just gonna show look at this. Look at this awesome job she's doing. She's doing such an amazing job. I don't even need to be here. Isn't that incredible? So I guess, see these two pins here?
Yeah.
That pin
Goes
and
in
that
here.
pin, those two pins line up with those two holes down there. So if you can pop those in there like that, if you can, or not, I can do it. Well, you just hold the weight of the door.
There.
You got them in?
Yeah.
Okay. Great job.
Thanks. And
You're
these
amazing.
are the 2 screws.
Those are the 2 screws. Okay, so what we'll do, I'll just put the camera right here, and you hand me 1 screw. See, I have to open the door just a bit more, because I have to get the screwdriver in like that.
Like that.
Okay, that's good. Okay, guys. So you could do this on your own, but it sure helps to have somebody hold it for you while you put them in. You see? And there. And then again, you're gonna really want to push and turn. Like that. Okay. Now let's see if it actually closes. Give it a close. Oh, it does nicely. Does it feel like it's closing?
It feels
Okay,
nice and
good.
smooth.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay, we did it.
Good job, Michael.
Yeah, there you go, guys. So if you need to do the same thing with your dryer, because see, they had a wall here and they had to reach to this side and open the door, and it was the door was kind of in the way, right, when they wanted to load it. So they needed the door opening out towards the wall instead, and this dryer offered the switchability. So that feels nice. Perfect. Oh yeah, and the light comes on and off. Okay guys, thanks again for watching. This is Proper Boy POV, and I am Tuffguy, and I'll tell you, as I always say, I may be tough, but changing out a dryer door and switching it to the other side is tougher. Yeah.